welcome back to another video. I am super excited for this video because I have got these molds, and they're like those thinking, you know, the modern art where they're like thinking like a little statue. I'm really excited. I have 3 different designs. And I'm going to be adding gems in them to make it look like crystal, and I'm just going to be using the Craft Resin casting resin for this, which I'm super excited about. So I've already mixed my resin. It's super warm here in the UK today, which means that my working time is slightly less, so just beware of that. I have mixed up a big amount because I've got other projects as well, so don't be frightened by how much I've mixed up. But because it's lovely and warm, usually I let my resin sit for a few minutes, and what that does is it just helps with any air bubbles. They rise to the top. I spritz it with alcohol, and that's how I get my crystal clear resin. But I'm not going to leave this to sit as long just because it's super warm today and I don't want it to flash cure or anything. I'll show you the gems I've got as well. I was actually just in a craft store. And I saw these. These are what they look like. I just think they're super pretty. And I thought these would be really fun to try in resin, so I'll show you what I do with them, and then we can demold and see what they look like. This is just a really simple product. This is just a really simple idea of different ways to work with resin, and I really just wanted to show you that when you're out and about and you can pick up things like this. I mean, I'm sure if you're an artist, a resin artist specifically, you're like me and you're always thinking of things you can shove in resin and different effects, but using like silver little gems like this, it's so effective in resin. It looks beautiful. It actually makes it look like crystal. So I'll show you the process of making these really simple and easy little figurines. So with Craft Resin, they have 2 types of resin. One is called a casting resin and one is called a deep pour resin. Now with the deep pour resin is better for bigger projects, like, you know, like big tables and things like that. The casting resin is perfect for projects like this. The casting resin actually sets in 24 hours, which is really nice, because if you're like me and you're impatient and you want to demold straight away because you're so flipping excited, that's what's great about Craft Resin. It's also non-toxic and doesn't contain any fumes, which is wonderful, but please make sure you're wearing protective gear to keep yourself safe, just because everybody can react differently, because it is still a chemical at the end of the day. I'm just adding a very thin layer of resin to begin with, because I don't want to just put my gems straight in there, because what's going to happen is I might get air bubbles underneath. So I've just created a really thin layer to begin with, and then I'm going to get my gems, and no way about it, I'm just going to pop them on top and fill that space and try to not get it everywhere, because I'm the messiest artist ever when it comes to resin projects. Honestly, my desk is crazy. And what you can do is you can leave it like this for a little bit, and then do a second layer. But what I'm going to do is I've actually figured that these don't tend to move too much. Like if you're working with flowers, I would leave it at that. Let it set until it's tacky and then do your next layer, because flowers float to the top, and obviously this mold's upside down. But with these ones I don't have that problem, which is nice, so I can do it all in one layer. So I'm just filling it up nice and slowly so it gets between all the little like cracks of the gems and stuff. If you pour too quickly, you're just going to create lots of micro bubbles. So just taking my time with that and making sure I'm not overfilling either. And look how pretty that's looking already. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to show you what these look like. I'm going to go and do the other 2, and then I will show you some ones I've made before. Okay, I genuinely feel like I'm on an art program when I say this, but here are some that I made earlier. I will show you up close as well. In the sunlight, these are so pretty. I actually took some photos of these outside when the sun was out, and they just looked absolutely beautiful. And all that is clear resin and some gems from the craft shop, and I just think it's so effective. I just love it so much. And they have rose gold ones as well, and like gold ones, and it just looks like crystal. And obviously you can use this for like pots or little ornaments or anything really. And I just think something so simple like this is so effective, and I hope it gives you an idea of how you can work with resin in a different way. If you do want to try Craft Resin, it is the brand I absolutely swear by and love, then you can use the code STANDTOGETHERUK at checkout, but all the details for that are below. And if you like this video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos. Other than that, happy crafting, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone.